All right, this morning, former Attorney General Pam Bondi answers questions behind closed doors from the House Oversight Committee about the Epstein files. Now, she will not be sworn in under oath, and the interview will not be video recorded. It will be transcribed. With us now is journalist Tara Palmeri, who has been reporting on the Epstein files for years. Tara, great to see you this morning. What, if anything, do you expect to learn from this today?
Thanks so much, John. And I do agree with you. There are so many concerning parts about this. The fact that, she's been provided a lawyer by the Justice Department, Harmeet Dillon, the fact that she's not under oath. And as we know, Pam Bondi has been willing to lie publicly. And she basically stonewalled members of Congress during her public hearings last time, and really very little information came forward. So there are questions about what will actually be revealed during this closed door hearing that's not on camera. It's behind closed doors, and she's allowed to speak without impunity. And I don't understand why the House Oversight Chair, James Comer, decided to do this if he really wanted to get answers. And she's got a lot to answer for, in particular, why the names of so many of the survivors were revealed inside of the Epstein files that she missed the deadline on. But yet the names of so many prominent men, their names were redacted.
It is interesting, even though she will not be sworn in, anything she says, if she says things that are untrue in theory, she could be prosecuted for false testimony later on. Of course, that would involve the committee deciding to do so and then a Justice Department actually pressing charges. The being sworn in under oath is a little bit of a technicality there, but I get your point on that. Where has Pam Bondi been silent when faced with questions before? Where has she been reluctant to be open about this process of releasing the Epstein files from the time where she was the sitting Attorney General?
Well, she's been very evasive about the entire process. She's changed her messaging from "I've got the client list on my desk" to "there are no clients, case closed." She sort of uses a different line to suit the situation. And at this point, we've heard every side of the story, but we've never really gotten a consistent narration of what happened inside of the Justice Department, how a person who once argued that there's no legal reason for not releasing these files when she was at the Make America Great think tank, to the place in which she felt that they didn't have to release the Epstein files at all, or at least not reach a deadline. So Pam Bondi's been brought back into the White House through this AI panel. The White House just appointed her to that. So they're keeping her close to best. If the way that Trump world works, and the way we know that Washington works, where people gravitate towards power for relevance, for money, et cetera, she will probably be thinking about that, since she's still technically being employed by the president, and how she testifies, which will eventually be public because these transcripts will come out weeks later. I mean, they'll be scrutinized. And if they're anything like what she said publicly, she'll just be standing there in defense of Donald Trump, because she's got something to lose now. Access to the White House, an AI panel, which is frankly one of the most important topics that's being fought over right now outside of the Epstein files.
Again, we will not be able to see this live when it's happening. We will not ever get to see a video of it. It will be transcribed, so ultimately we should learn what transpires behind these closed doors. Tara Palmeri, great to see you. Thank you for your work on this. Kate?